Every living organism, from the smallest bacterium to the largest whale, exists within this vast universe. Today, we're going to take an extraordinary journey from the scale of the cosmos to one of the most fascinating structures in biology, the living cell. Our journey begins with Earth, the only known planet that supports life. Every plant, animal, fungus, and microorganism on this planet is ultimately built from one fundamental unit, the cell. As we move closer to Earth's surface, remember that no matter where life exists, whether in oceans, forests, deserts, or inside our own bodies, it is made up of cells performing millions of activities every second. Now we shift our focus from the planet to a single human being. Although we appear as one complete organism, our body is actually an incredibly complex community of trillions of living cells working together in perfect coordination. Let's zoom into the surface of the body. What looks smooth to the naked eye is actually composed of many layers of cells, each with specialized structures and functions that protect and maintain our body. As we magnify further, individual tissues begin to appear. A tissue is simply a group of similar cells working together to perform a common function, whether it's protection, movement, communication, or support. Now individual cells become visible. Although they may look similar at first glance, every cell is alive, constantly communicating, producing energy, transporting molecules, and responding to its environment. Among thousands of neighboring cells, we'll focus on just one. This single cell will become our destination as we begin exploring the microscopic world hidden within every living organism. As we move closer, notice the remarkable complexity of the cell's surface. What may appear as a tiny microscopic structure is actually an entire living system with carefully organized internal machinery. The cell now fills our field of view. Although most human cells measure only about 10 to 100 micrometers in diameter, each one functions like a miniature city, with specialized structures performing different tasks. Let's slowly orbit around the cell. Unlike the simple circles often drawn in textbooks, real cells have dynamic, flexible shapes that constantly change as they interact with their surroundings. As we continue moving around the cell, notice that its outer surface is not rigid. Instead, it forms a flexible boundary that allows the cell to adapt, communicate, and exchange materials with the outside world. We're now approaching the cell membrane. This remarkable structure separates the internal environment of the cell from everything outside, while still allowing the controlled movement of molecules. At higher magnification, the membrane begins to reveal its molecular organization. What once looked like a smooth surface is actually made of countless individual molecules arranged in an elegant and highly organized pattern. Embedded within this membrane are specialized proteins. These proteins act as gates, channels, receptors, and transport systems, each carrying out specific functions essential for the survival of the cell. Ahead of us is one of these membrane proteins forming a channel. Rather than forcing our way through the membrane, we'll enter the cell the same way many molecules naturally do through carefully regulated protein pathways. As we pass through the channel, we're crossing one of the cell's most important checkpoints. Every molecule entering or leaving the cell is carefully monitored to maintain a stable internal environment, a process known as homeostasis. We've now crossed the membrane and entered the interior of the cell. Everything surrounding us is no longer the external environment. We are now inside the living cytoplasm, where thousands of biological reactions occur every second. Take a moment to observe this busy intracellular environment. The cell is far from empty. It is filled with proteins, enzymes, signaling molecules, and an intricate network that keeps every cellular process running continuously. In the distance, you can already begin to recognize the major organelles that power the cell. In the next section of our journey, we'll start by exploring the cell membrane in much greater detail to understand how this extraordinary boundary protects, communicates, and controls everything that enters or leaves the cell.